Hi, and welcome to The Guardian Way. Today's episode, episode 91, deals with private security solutions that can be provided to pharmacies and other types of companies that dispense uh, prescription drugs and such. Our co-host, of course, and founder for this entire presentation series, Garrett Thomas, the CEO and founder of Guardian Protection Force. Good morning, Garrett.
Good morning.
So, Garrett, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We wanted to put together some general information on security that can be provided for pharmacies. So, why don't you take us through some of these different things that private security can do and get our audience some good information?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the first things to consider is guard services. Is that something you should do? And what types of services? A lot of times when people ask for quotes, we ask them armed, unarmed, and they haven't even thought about it. So, you should think about it already. One thing about armed services that a lot of people really fail to see is that there's a deterrence factor there. A lot of would-be criminals who see an armed guard are obviously deterred from their efforts, and they might go on and do something else or go somewhere else, which deterrence is a huge factor in security measures. Access control management, manage and monitor the entry restricted areas, especially the narcotic storage, using key card systems, biometric scanners, or staff checkpoints. I've seen a lot of facilities that don't really do a lot of this, and so you just wonder, what is occurring there. Video surveillance and installation and monitoring, design, install, remotely monitor these camera systems, especially the cash register, the drug storage, the delivery zones, and customer areas. Inventory protection and anti-theft surveillance, covert or overt monitoring and auditing systems to detect employee theft, um, especially organized retail crime. That has become a hot topic. As you look in the news, you probably see that that's becoming more and more common. So it's something that we need to be looking for. Robbery and burglary prevention planning, physical hardening assessments. Panic buttons are a good idea, emergency response protocols. There's a lot of different tactics you can use in the way the product is being displayed, and which products are being displayed in those locations to prevent the theft. Alarm response and services, 24/7 mobile patrol units ready to respond to burglary, intrusion, or panic alarms with a set time window. Controlled substance compliance and audits. Support DEA, HIPAA, and state level compliance through physical security inspections and procedure reviews. This is something you should do on a consistent basis. Audit what's going on, how much is product is leaving your shelves, and get ahead of it before you actually get some sort of review by a state or local or federal agency. Delivery, escort, and transport security. So if you're doing the transport side of this, secure escort for high value or controlled pharmaceutical deliveries to prevent theft or diversion. De-escalation and customer aggression management. This is really important for a facility in which people are receiving medications. They might be receiving medications for many different reasons. So behavioral or mental health related incidents could occur. You need trained officers on site to be able to handle hostile customers. Also, your employees, your frontline employees who ring people up, are they being trained on de-escalation and managing aggression? After hours property patrols, exterior and interior patrols of pharmacies during close hours, sorry, to detect suspicious activity or tampering. A lot of times people will scout out facilities before they actually do a crime. So this is a time in which you can deter the actual theft or burglary from happening in the first place. Employee termination support. Provide discreet or visible presence during terminations involving disgruntled employees or theft investigations. Cyber / physical security integration. Collaborate with IT teams to integrate physical and digital protections.
Well, Garrett, I think this is great information just for our general audience to realize that there are security concerns about the dispensing and holding and inventorying of pharmaceutical and prescription drugs.
Mhm.
So I think this has been good information for our audience. Garrett, why don't you tell us a little bit as we sign off this? I'll let you sign off this episode today. Why don't you give us a little bit of an overview of some of the different security services that are provided by Guardian?
Yes, absolutely. First thing I always recommend is get your first site assessment. Workplace violence prevention development, if you're in California, that's now a demand of the state. AI camera systems, garden patrol services, security operations plans and assessments, contentious termination services, and executive protection.
Well, great, Garrett. Then why don't you sign us off and we'll look forward to seeing everybody on the next episode.
Stay safe and see you then.